Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of Project Architect 2. And today, we are going to be doing the Bumblezone. But quickly, you'll notice behind me, we do not have anything here. I did a live stream between the last episode and this one, and I made a giant tower. Originally, I was going to keep the tower, but also the limit and constraint of the size of it, because we was going to keep it in one chunk, just wasn't going to work out. It was kind of just a goofy little bit at the end of the day. So I went ahead and I have created this little building. Just nothing really too fancy, but I decided to use walnut. I actually really love the look of this. So we've got, stone bricks and moss and all of that stuff, and we've got edge stripped dark oak as like a floor plank. And yeah, so this is just going to be like our factory building for Powa and everything of that sort. This is ethereal glass, by the way. If you don't know what this does, it allows for you to pass through it, but it does not allow for mobs to pass through it. So this is actually our doorway, so we can just walk in and out, and we don't have to worry about it. This is not completed, by the way, because I'm actually going to do a basement, quote-unquote basement. I'm going to use it for running cables and whatever else we need to downstairs, and potentially, anything else. That'll just make it easier for access. Okay. So, the Bumblezone. We need to go back in. We've done this once. And actually, did I put a waystone down? Larger area, I think, is what this was. Okay. So, we're gonna just, fly away here. And what we're gonna be looking for is a couple structures, because we actually want to find, compass. Man, this, poison effect is jarring. What is this? Carvable wax. Alright, let's grab out the guitar. Real quick, if I can. Goodness gracious, hold on. Guitar. And we'll just do... I'm trying to figure out what this is. Like leather armor and stuff? What is this? A dance floor? Okay. It looks like we've actually got a creature here, which is one of the bigger bees. The behemoth. Okay. So yeah, we are looking for what is called a cell maze, by the way. And I'm going to grab the Explorer's Compass, and we're going to look up cell maze. We'll just do this easier. And this should point us towards one of the bigger structures inside of the Bumblezone. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to try and find a certain group of equipment. And if we find this equipment, that will actually be the Bee Plushie pretty quickly taken care of. I don't think we need anything else. Oh, we need a royal jelly bottle, so we actually do need to visit the queen. Okay, hold on. What mod is adding this key bind for C? Because I don't know what it is, but it is getting annoying. Save hotbar, spellbook open, tool config, draconic evolution. Let's just set this to like that, so it stops popping up every 2 seconds when I do that. Okay, perfect. But this might lead us to what we need. This is not the cell maze, by the way. This is actually some other structure. But usually, there is... At least I don't think this is the structure I was looking for. I've never seen this one. But it's like a Pollinar's Paradise. Because usually, the structure I was thinking of actually has armor stands, and I don't see this on this island set here. See a whole lot of these glistening honey crystals, but not the armor. Okay. We'll keep finding that cell maze. What are these? White magnolia from regions unexplored. That's interesting. Hanging garden. Okay. I see there's other structures here. Those I don't think have anything in them, but I may be wrong. Last one I explored didn't really net us anything. And look at the generation in this. It's so cool. Even if it's just like the same blocks over and over again, it's just like the way they did things to make it unique in like each biome. Really interesting. What is this? Is this like a, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like an ice structure. Like the where you keep the mammoth, kind of type thing. Looks like we are close to the cell maze. Also, yes, I did craft a red matter pickaxe between this episode and last. That was done off camera just because it's not difficult. What in the world? Is this a cherry tree? Oh, I forget I'm supposed to open those. Okay. So we're just hunting for the cell maze. Okay, let me explore until we find it, and I will be back here in a little bit. Hey, quick interjection here. If you guys are enjoying the video, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could leave a like, comment, and or subscribe, as it does help out the channel. Feedback, advice, anything you guys want to shout at me down in the comments is greatly appreciated. I have learned several things from you guys throughout this pack so far, and I cannot wait to learn more. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, I don't know if I'm coming across it yet. Yes, okay. I was thinking I was because of where I was at. So this is what I'm looking for right here, by the way. So I don't know if I put this armor on, it would give us the right stuff, but we're just going to look through some of these chests. And there should be this. And if we right-click on some of these bees, should kind of be able to pacify some of them. There we go. And I don't really have my actual backpack. I kind of forgot about that, grabbing that back. We're just going to toss some of this stuff in here. But we did get a large portion of what we needed. We don't have the crystal cannon, though, which is a problem. That I don't remember actually how to get the crystal cannon. Ooh, Throne Pillar. That's actually a really good one. And I would assume a lot of this stuff is going to be Apotheosis, because there's a lot of armor sets in here. Ooh, there's a mythic. Okay. Also, does this require... Okay, so it doesn't require the shield. It also requires the crystalline flower. Okay, I did not grab the flower when we saw it earlier in the garden. I don't really need a whole lot of this. I'm kind of just looking for that cannon, which I don't remember where we get the cannon from. Okay, I quickly want to look at something, because we had that sugar-infused stone. I see that there is sugar-infused cobblestone. But I didn't pick up sugar-infused cobblestone. A decorative block created when sugar water meets lava. Tagged fluids, you can burn sugar out of the block with furnace for some XP or use it to create certain recipes. Isn't there another structure? Hold on. Is it in the advancements? Because I know there's another structure. Oh, there's like the crystalline flowers have like a different use than I thought. Okay, yeah, this I did not know this mod had this much. This is actually really cool. So, while protection of the hive is on effect, collect honey from a porous honeycomb block or mine a honey block. So I have protection of the hive. So if I go find... Ooh, look at all this loot. That is nuts. So if I find a honey block... Have I seen any honey blocks in here? I'm gonna grab more of those just in case. Look at this place. Does it matter if I do like this, maybe? Or does it need to be... Or is that not right? Okay, that does work. While protection of the hive effect is on, collect honey from filled porous honey... Or mine a honey block. Okay, but does that mean I have protection now? Or is that not what I'm thinking? Ooh, there's a... Wait, what? Oh, I thought it said something else. So it's like Space Blossom for a second? Okay, but this definitely was not the structure I was thinking of. I mean, this is one of them, right? Because we got the ability to get the armor, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, they're gonna come after me again? Oh, I just tamed a behemoth. Oh, whoa, okay, hold on. Come on. Accept my food. I just tamed a behemoth. I did not know you could do that. I was kind of just kidding. Oh, I can fly on the behemoth. I'm gonna take this guy. He's my pet. I'm gonna take him. Okay, let's get out of here, though. Let's go find the next structure I guess we need. I'm very clueless when it comes to this mod, by the way. You could not tell. Hold on, I need to find... Small tunnel, I think, is what I'm looking for. This would allow for us to dig faster. Okay. Let's look at this. So this is pointing us in this direction. So this should lead us to the queen. And that should lead us to some royal honey. So let's get there. And I will be back here in a little bit. Okay, I saw that we have... Okay, so that does not work. I see that we have sugar water here. And I'm trying to figure out how you go about creating cobblestone. So is it like this? Okay, perfect. So if we don't find a cannon, at least we'll be able to craft one. So this is legitimately a cobblestone generator. Okay, but we don't need any more. So I'm going to take my lava back. Now I'm going to toss that in here. Okay, perfect. Alright, I just got distracted because I saw the sugar water and I was like, hey, we could get cobblestone this way. And that does appear to work. So fantastic, fantastic. Alright. Ooh, look at him. Is this one of those special bees? It's a blue bee. I don't want to capture the blue bee. So if we name tag this guy, that would technically be an advancement. Not really like I care about the advancements. I just saying that's a really cool thing. I think I've seen them in Craftoria, but I never really paid attention. You know, so yeah, so the behemoths, you can just tame them. That is so cool. I don't know what the structure is, by the way. What are we in? A honey cave room. And there appears to be spider infestations. Okay. Three compasses? I don't really think I need 3 compasses. Okay. Alright, back on to the exploration. Okay, I found the structure. So now we need to find the entry point. So it's usually just a doorway. And pretty obvious doorway. might I add. So yeah, right there. See that? That's pretty obvious, isn't it? Perfect. But this is the queen. Wants crystal cannon for next 20 minutes. I want a crystal cannon, lady. Ooh, honeybee leggings. Okay, but you see this purple fluid here? That is exactly what we're looking for. Because that is royal honey. But I wish we could find a cannon. Dragon mint from Phantasma. That is a strange find. Okay. So let's go and grab... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in these. Let's go and grab the royal honey. So let's grab some bottles. And let's grab our shrinking gadget that we made in our live stream yesterday. And let's go up here. Apologies for like the clipping in and out. But the royal honey is down this canal. Okay. Okay, I grabbed the wrong stuff. And I can't see what I'm going. Hold on. Okay. So I want this right here. Okay, so I have to hit just right to get this. So let's just snag this. And then we are going to flow down here so we don't get attacked just yet. Not really worried about breathing right now. Okay, let's convert ourselves back to full speed, or full. Okay. It's because I accidentally right-clicked on one of them. But yeah, we have the bucket, and we can just convert this. Okay, I didn't know. I thought we could just right-click with it and call it a day. But yeah, the queen. I think we should be able to make the cannon. I guess the other thing that I want to do is find that garden again. And let me find that real quick. We'll get that flower. And I'm hoping I just need like a Silk Touch pickaxe. I think I have a Silk Touch pickaxe. I do. I remade one. And then that way we'll able to pick it up. What is this? It just kind of looks a little weird to me. Oh, it's a cell maze. Okay. I just don't think I've ever seen one from the outside like that. Okay. So... windy air. That's the only item we don't have. Oh, and we need to trade. I didn't realize that. Okay, we need to go trade with her. Hold on. So where did she go? Let's go back. Let's set up a waypoint. Or waystone. With her. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Probably why it's not showing me waystones. I didn't realize it was in the center. Queen Bee. Okay, let's go home real quick. So we should be able to grab quite a few of these. Okay. And then honey crystals. Did I... yeah, I've got a handful of those as well. Okay, and then I'm going to make one for ourselves that we're going to go put in this chest back here real quick. And let's go trade Queen bee. Okay. So that has gotten us the windy air. So now we should go back and we should go get the other piece that we need. Okay, so let's also quickly convert this into royal jelly bottles. Royal jelly bottles, perfect. Okay, we have found it. So this thing was talking about feeding it honey crystals. So this stuff here. Hope it's okay if I break these. I just kind of want to investigate what these actually are before we just like full send this. This mod is way more in depth than I thought, in all honesty. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, can I break these without getting swarmed? Okay, perfect. Love how the honey webs give you like a status effect after standing on them. Like the little details of this mod. So if I toss in all these guys. Oh, look. Okay, so that is really cool. What in the world? So if we just start taking out all of that. Alright, let's stand on top of these. Make it go faster. Hey, there's sugar-infused cobblestone on the bottom of these. I didn't realize that. Well, we know another way to access this. Access the sugar cobblestone. Okay, so now what we'd do is we'd go and grab a book. We toss that in here. And we can, so this is like an enchanting system. Man, that is really nifty. So this is every enchantment? Okay, holy cow. I might leave this flower here, because if this is the case, this is awesome. I mean, we're not able to enchant our armor or anything now, because I've got the tools that are like this. But, like a bow? Right? Like, what does our bow have on it? Because I know we don't have, like, a high-tier bow. We have endless quiver. So if we wanted to, we could look at power. Let's see. Power. Power 5. No, it's power 6. Okay. Yeah, and then it drops. And then you just go back and you put more of these crystals in here. And that gets you more and more levels. Man, that is really freaking nifty. Okay. I'm going to leave this one here. We're going to grab another waystone. Like, if we needed to just go get an enchantment really quickly. Enchantment flower. Okay, really cool stuff. That is so nifty. Okay, I'm going to try and pick this guy up with Silk Touch. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can pick these guys. So can we... I guess I want to test one more thing here real quick. So if I fed this guy this, and then broke him with a normal pickaxe... Okay, so it does retain it. So I guess the next question, can I place this anywhere? Okay, no, it needs to be on top of the glistening crystals. So if I pick this up, I could now technically carry this guy with me. So then I could go and I could grab a whole bunch of these crystals. And I love the, like, the sound. I think it's the amethyst sound, or close to it. Okay. Yeah, that is awesome. And these guys are not EMC-able. So that should be everything that we need to do the Bee Plushie. Okay. And I'm going to keep that guy. Let's snag all this out. And so we should be able, once I grab the stinger, to make the Bee Plushie. Fantastic. And that also should be a quest complete. And then we also have some other quests complete because of last episode and making gadgets and stuff. The deep dark stuff that I completely ignored, apparently. Hey, little husk plushie, little skeleton horse. Okay. But that is 5 of the plushies. It looks like I also missed this one. What else is in this one? So RF Tools Dimension. Yeah, because we do need to get that stuff. But that I don't want to focus on just yet. Alright, but with that, we are going to wrap this one up here. The next episode, we are going to focus on the Dragon Plushie, which is going to be getting through Powa and Draconic Evolution. At least very, very basic tiers of those mods. Because the Ender Core only requires 50,000 FE, I would say that we probably could get up to at least basic. But this is going to be an introduction to the Energizing Orb, as well as the very, very beginning tier of the Fusion Crafting Core. So there's not a whole lot of stuff that's going to be really advanced knowledge. We're just going to get in it. We're going to talk about the very basics, kind of automating them somewhat, especially automating Powa. Draconic Evolution's a little bit more in-depth, and I may not do it this episode or next episode, but yeah, we will see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!